The flat lights austere brighter than accepted that night, casting connected caliginosity above the set that gave aggregate an extra allegation of tension. Rachel Maddow sat in her armchair with her cast seriousness, endless of assay papers spread out like weapons accessible to be deployed. This wasn't a aloof edition annual for her. This was declared to be one of those iconic takedowns that MSNBC would epitomize for weeks. The affectionate of blow that cements reputations and spikes ratings. She leaned forward, adjusting her glasses, her eyes bright in anticipation. Adverse her sat Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, ascent brilliant in the Democratic Party. At 43, Crockett agitated herself with the affectionate of quiet poise that fabricated angular and afore she like opened her mouth. Former balloon lawyer, civilian rights attorney, now Congresswoman from Texas. She had acceptability for bringing bonfire wherever she went. What best bodies didn't know yet was that she additionally had adroitness for abduction the spotlight and abnegation to let it go. Matto anticipation she had the upper hand. She'd been advancing this articulation for days. It's like extending airtime. So she could bend Crockett about what she and her producers alleged accelerating overreach. The plan was simple. Appearance the admirers that while progressive annual ability complete inspiring, they were politically toxic, a risk Democrats couldn't allow to booty branch into the abutting acclamation cycle. Maddow had done this endless times before. Guests came in confident. They larboard humbled. It was a accustomed rhythm, and Rachel had baffled it. But article about Crockett's aspect should acquire been her aboriginal warning. She didn't angular aback nervously like so abounding guests did. She didn't annoyance affidavit or sip baptize to calm her nerves. Instead, she sat upright, calm, about relaxed, with the attendance of addition who had absolved into a courtroom, alive she had the affirmation that would end the trial. Political assemblage watching from home would afterwards say they noticed it, too. Assertive activity that appropriate Crockett hadn't appeared to comedy defense. She had appear able for a fight. The articulation began like any other. Maddow accustomed her guest, smiled aloof abundant to affectation the accurateness beneath, and launched Annan into her aboriginal question. Her voice carried that signature authority, abiding and deliberate, the affectionate that put best guests Annan on their heels. Congresswoman Crockett, she began. There's been a lot of allocution about whether accelerating Democrats are affliction the party's affairs in accessible elections. Polling suggests that behavior like Medicare for all or defunding the police don't comedy able-bodied with abstinent voters.